Well, Simone Biles was back in action this morning, claiming the bronze medal for her performance in the balance beam final. The 24-year-old gymnastics legend finished her routine with a standing ovation from supporters in the arena in Tokyo. This comes after pulling out of other events last week, citing mental health concerns. Biles has now won 7 Olympic medals overall, with this one being her second bronze in the balance beam. So Jamie Yuccas is in Tokyo with the very latest. Jamie, good morning. Also, good evening to you. Simone Biles competed in the balance beam final today. It's her first event back since taking time off to focus on her mental health. She was widely applauded by many. Some people were critical of her for making that move. Everyone, I think, was happy to see her back in action. What was the reaction like to her performance?
Well, I can tell you that she looked very calm and relaxed when she was up on that podium accepting that bronze medal. When she got done with her routine, she did jump off, she put her hand on her chest, and she gave a huge sigh of relief. She just finished a press conference, and I do want to state a couple of the points that she made in it, Anne-Marie, that I think you'll find interesting as we've been talking about mental health. She said that she did have to be medically evaluated every day, and that she had 2 sessions with sports psychologists and their team with Team USA, and that she decided last minute, when you're able to watch the event itself, that she actually changed her dismount. She showed up to the arena about 2.5 hours early. She warmed up, and then she started practicing on the beam. People had watched her do one dismount. Then when they saw what she did in the actual event, they thought she may have changed the dismount, and it turns out in this press conference she talks about the fact that she did. But she also says how happy she is that she was able to compete, that she really didn't like having to pull out of those other events, and that she really just wanted to have a good set on the beam, and that she's thrilled that she won bronze, that this will mean something to her, and she's ready to go home and focus on mental health and talking about that.
I bet it's going to mean so much to her, perhaps even more than some of the gold medals, because this was the moment that she, took ownership over her own future. And I think a lot of people have learned a lesson from that, from watching her. So on to some of the other headlines coming out of Tokyo. The International Olympic Committee said that it will launch a formal investigation into the situation with the sprinter from Belarus. She received a humanitarian visa from Poland yesterday after she refused to get on a plane to go back to her home country. An IOC spokesman says that they have requested a report from the Belarusian National Olympic Committee to find out just what happened with that situation. What do we know?
So we know that she was set to run a race that she had never run before. She had talked about on social media that she believed that the coaches were disorganized, and she was using that as one of the points, that they didn't even know which race she should be running, and put her in one that she had never done before. So we know then she was taken from the athletes' village. She was taken to the airport, she says against her will. And once she got to the airport, she flagged down Japanese authorities and said, "I don't want to leave. I'm not getting on the plane." That's when Poland stepped in to give her that humanitarian visa. Now today, she did go before some of the officials. She wanted to still compete in the Olympic Games. They denied that, but they are allowing her to accept that humanitarian visa, and she can go to Poland. Her husband has now also said that he will join her in Poland as well. She's spoken out to a couple media outlets saying there's no way that she's going back to Belarus, that she actually fears for her life, and that she's very happy to be going to Poland at this point.
I want to ask you about a couple of Chinese athletes. They won the gold, and while they were up on the podium, people noticed that they had a pin on, a communist pin of leader Chairman Mao. So we already talked yesterday about an American athlete that while she was on the podium sort of did the crossed arms thing. Athletes are not supposed to be making political statements when they're up on the podium. Do we know whether or not anything's going to be happening with these Chinese athletes?
Well, the IOC has said that they will be investigating. They are going to investigate all of these incidents, including the American incident that you're talking about with Raven Saunders. And they're taking a look at this because they've said, we really did try to relax the rules in terms of being able to kneel on the field, being able to talk out on social media, being able to have other places where you can speak out and you can let your views be known and you can stand up for some of these issues that you care about. The one place they've asked is to not do it on the podium. So now we are seeing some of these incidents play out. out. We don't know specifically what the IOC will be doing. We do know that they are investigating each of these incidents. What that means specifically, how long that will take, there's been no word on that yet, Anne-Marie.
Well, Jamie, listen, I would love to give you a medal for your marathon coverage here of the Olympics, but instead, I will wish you a happy birthday because you are working on your birthday, and we all really appreciate it. And I hope you get a chance to maybe, sneak away and get a cupcake or something, but best wishes to you.
Thank you very much. I was able to get out of that modified quarantine, so we will be walking around a little bit.
That's good. Great. Well, enjoy it.